Did you know that one of the most comforting rituals you perform every day could actually be weakening your body from the inside out? For millions of seniors, a warm bath is more than just a way to get clean. It's a moment of peace, a way to soothe aching joints, and a cherished part of a daily routine that brings comfort and relaxation. We've been told for decades that a good soak can improve circulation, calm the nerves, and even help us sleep better. But what if this seemingly harmless habit is secretly sabotaging your health? What if the very water you sink into for relief is quietly draining your energy, weakening your immune system, and even impairing your brain function? It's a thought so contrary to everything we believe that many would dismiss it outright. Yet according to the wisdom of some of Japan's most long-lived and respected health experts, including the legendary Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, who lived to be 105, a simple mistake in how you bathe after the age of 60 could be one of the biggest hidden threats to your vitality and independence. If you've been feeling unusually tired, catching more colds than you used to, or experiencing moments of brain fog and dizziness that you chalk up to just getting older, the real culprit might be waiting for you in your own bathroom. This isn't about scaring you away from bathing. It's about revealing a truth that can empower you to protect your health for years to come. Let's take a closer look at the common bathing mistake that weakens your immune system and brain function, and what you should be doing instead to stay strong, sharp, and resilient. The hidden danger: when comfort becomes a threat. For many seniors, the hotter the bath, the better. The feeling of scalding hot water on tired muscles seems like the ultimate form of relief. We associate that intense heat with melting away stress and stiffness. But what if that very intensity is creating a crisis inside your body? The truth is, bathing in water that is too hot, especially for prolonged periods, can set off a cascade of negative effects that quietly chip away at your two most critical defense systems, your brain and your immune response. At first, the signs are subtle. You might step out of the tub feeling a little lightheaded or dizzy. Maybe your heart is pounding, and you need to sit down for a moment to catch your breath. You dismiss it as a normal reaction to the heat. You might even feel more tired after the bath than you did before, a strange sense of exhaustion that you can't quite explain. You chalk it up to a long day or just the natural process of aging. But something far more insidious is happening beneath the surface. Your body is sending you warning signals, and ignoring them can have serious consequences. When you immerse your body in excessively hot water, your blood vessels dilate dramatically. Think of your circulatory system as a network of highways. Suddenly, all the roads expand, causing your blood pressure to drop rapidly. This sudden drop is a shock to your system. To compensate, your heart has to pump much faster and harder to try and circulate blood to your vital organs, especially your brain. This process doesn't strengthen your body, it stresses it. Instead of a gentle, therapeutic experience, you are putting your cardiovascular system through an unnecessary emergency drill. Have you ever felt a wave of weakness or a moment of confusion immediately after a hot bath? That isn't just a feeling. It's a direct result of your brain being temporarily starved of the steady flow of oxygenated blood it needs to function properly. And when this happens day after day, year after year, the cumulative damage can silently undermine your cognitive health and weaken your body's ability to protect itself. Before you run your next bath, ask yourself, is this comforting heat truly helping me? Or could it be the source of the very fatigue and vulnerability I'm trying to fight? Part 1. The silent sabotage of your immune system. Your immune system is your body's personal army, a complex network of cells and proteins that defends you against viruses, bacteria, and other harmful invaders. To function effectively, this army needs to be well-rested and well-resourced, not constantly called into a state of high alert. Yet that is precisely what a scalding hot bath does. When your body is subjected to extreme heat, it perceives this as a physical stressor, much like an injury or an infection. In response, it triggers the release of stress hormones, most notably cortisol. While cortisol is essential for managing short-term emergencies, chronically elevated levels can be devastating for your immune function. Think of it like a country's defense system. It's designed to handle real threats, but if the national alarm is triggered every single day for a non-existent emergency, the system becomes exhausted. Soldiers get tired, resources are depleted, and the borders are left vulnerable. This is what happens to your immune system. High cortisol levels suppress the production and function of your most important immune cells, including lymphocytes, the white blood cells that are critical for fighting off infections. Over time, this constant suppression weakens your defenses. You may find yourself becoming more susceptible to every cold or flu that goes around. A simple sniffle that you would have shaken off in a day or two now lingers for weeks. Wounds may seem to take longer to heal. Have you ever felt like you're constantly fighting off some minor illness, or that your energy is perpetually low because your body is always in a state of low-grade battle? This isn't just bad luck. It could be a direct consequence of a daily ritual that you believe is good for you. The very act you turn to for comfort might be systematically dismantling your body's ability to protect itself. Instead of emerging from the bath feeling refreshed and fortified, you are leaving your immune system weaker and more vulnerable than before. It's a quiet betrayal happening right in the sanctuary of your own home. The solution isn't to stop seeking comfort, but to understand that true restorative comfort doesn't come from extreme measures. It comes from balance. Part 2. The unseen threat to your brain function. Your brain is the most energy-demanding organ in your body, consuming about 20% of your total oxygen and calories, despite making up only 2% of your body weight. To maintain its intricate functions, memory, coordination, focus, and clear thinking, it requires a constant, stable supply of oxygen-rich blood. Anything that disrupts this delicate supply line poses a direct threat to your cognitive health. As we discussed, a very hot bath causes a dramatic drop in blood pressure. As blood rushes to the surface of your skin to dissipate heat, it is effectively diverted away from your core and, most critically, from your brain. This temporary reduction in blood flow to the brain is known as cerebral hypoperfusion. While a single brief episode might only cause temporary dizziness or a feeling of brain fog, repeatedly subjecting your brain to this state can have long-term consequences. Imagine your brain cells are like delicate plants. They need a steady stream of water to thrive. Now imagine that every single day you cut off their water supply for several minutes. The plants might not die immediately, but they will begin to wilt. Their leaves will turn brown, their growth will be stunted, and they will become fragile. This is what happens to your brain cells. Each episode of reduced blood flow is a small shock that can, over time, lead to the gradual death of neurons. This process can silently contribute to cognitive decline, memory problems, and a loss of mental sharpness that many seniors mistakenly believe is an inevitable part of aging. Have you ever found yourself struggling to concentrate or remember simple things, after your daily bath? Do you experience a lingering mental haze that makes it hard to feel engaged and present? That foggy feeling isn't just your body being relaxed. It's a potential sign that your brain is not getting the resources it needs. The irony is that many people take a hot bath to clear their head, but the wrong kind of bath does just the opposite. It muddies the waters, creating the very confusion and fatigue you are trying to escape. Protecting your brain isn't about complex puzzles or expensive supplements alone. It begins with avoiding simple, daily habits that are silently working against you. The second mistake, the danger of poor timing. But the temperature of the water isn't the only hidden danger. Another common mistake that many seniors make is when they choose to bathe. After a long day, it's tempting to have a nice dinner and then immediately slip into a warm bath to unwind before bed. It seems like the perfect way to end the day. However, this timing could be sabotaging both your digestion and your energy levels. After you eat a meal, your body's priority is digestion. It intelligently directs a significant amount of blood flow to your stomach and intestines to break down food and absorb vital nutrients. This process requires a great deal of energy and resources. When you jump into a hot bath right after eating, you create a physiological conflict. Your body is now being asked to do two major competing tasks at once. The hot water is demanding that blood be sent to the skin to regulate your temperature, while your digestive system is demanding that same blood to process your meal. Your body can't do both effectively. In this tug of war, digestion almost always loses. Blood is diverted away from your stomach, stalling the digestive process. This can lead to indigestion, bloating, cramps, and heartburn. More importantly, it means you aren't properly absorbing the nutrients from the food you just ate. The vitamins, minerals, and proteins that are supposed to be strengthening your body are instead sitting in your gut, poorly processed. Over time, this can contribute to nutritional deficiencies and a general feeling of weakness, even if you are eating a healthy diet. Instead of feeling relaxed, you may feel sluggish, heavy, and uncomfortable. Your body is struggling under the strain of trying to manage two opposing demands, leaving you feeling drained rather than revitalized. The simple act of waiting, giving your body the time it needs to complete one important task before starting another, can make all the difference. The wise solution: how to bathe for strength and vitality. So, what should you do instead? The answer doesn't lie in giving up this cherished ritual, but in transforming it from a source of stress into a source of true healing. This wise approach focuses on balance and working with your body, not against it. 1. The temperature rule. Aim for warm, not hot. The ideal bath temperature for seniors is lukewarm, generally between 98 and 102 degrees, 37 degrees to 39 degrees. The water should feel comfortably warm and pleasant, not shockingly hot. This temperature is warm enough to relax your muscles and soothe your joints without causing the dramatic drop in blood pressure that stresses your heart and brain. It provides all the comfort without any of the danger. 2. The timing rule. Wait after you eat. Never bathe immediately after a meal. As a rule of thumb, wait at least 90 minutes to 2 hours after eating before getting into the bath. This gives your body ample time to complete the most critical phase of digestion, ensuring you absorb the nutrients from your food and avoid uncomfortable side effects. 3. The duration rule. Keep it brief and restorative. A therapeutic bath doesn't need to be a long one. Aim for a duration of 10 to 15 minutes. This is more than enough time to reap the benefits of the warm water without risking overheating, dehydration, or putting unnecessary strain on your cardiovascular system. 4. The enhancement rule. Add magnesium, not just heat. Instead of relying on extreme heat for relief, enhance your bath with 2 cups of Epsom salts. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate, and magnesium is a crucial mineral for muscle relaxation, nerve function, and reducing inflammation. It offers a deeper, more therapeutic relaxation that works with your body's chemistry rather than shocking it with heat. By adopting these simple, mindful changes, you can transform your daily bath from a hidden threat into a powerful tool for health. You will emerge feeling truly refreshed, energized, and clear-headed, knowing that you are supporting your body's strength, not silently draining it. The choices we make every day, no matter how small they seem, are what build the foundation of our long-term health. It is not aging itself that weakens us, but often the unexamined habits we cling to out of comfort and familiarity. The path to a strong immune system, a sharp brain, and a vibrant life after 60 is not paved with expensive pills or complicated regimens. It is paved with wisdom, awareness, and the courage to change. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned from this that you plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths and living with strength and confidence for years to come.